To our next entry, this is from 1999, Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. This is my number 2. Simple.
Number 3.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
There's only 4 entries.
Yeah. I will say,
yeah.
I wanted to put this at 4.
Oh, you really don't like it?
I don't like this movie.
I'm going to put down the gauntlet right now.
Yeah.
After 1, they're all shit.
Yeah.
And I have a very basic ranking, buddy.
Right.
It's very, very basic. They all suck.
Top to bottom.
2 is just, it's got a few things where it's got still a little bit of that magic, and it's got Andrew Vidov.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Little bit of trivia. So this is already the first straight to video entry. Only the first Wishmaster was in theaters. Now we're immediately going to straight to video.
Yep.
The alternate title for this movie was going to be Wishmaster 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, now I kind of want to know what that movie would have been. That you're full of shit. Oh, you had me excited for a second there. Oh.
You bought that way harder than I was expecting.
Now I'm disappointed. Now I want to see Wishmaster
Mark,
2.
bless your old age.
Oh.
You just had a birthday not long ago, buddy. Bless you.
How many people would love to see that movie?
Wishmaster 2 Electric Boogaloo. Can we get a poster for Wishmaster 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Can I go back and rank that one number 1?
I know people don't like the AI generated shit. I got to tell you guys, sorry. I'm having too much fun with it.
You had one in the last episode that had me rolling.
Clink, clank, you're dead, buddy. Clink, clank, you're dead. I don't know. All right, let's get to the plot of Wishmaster 2. We open with a title card followed by credits over shots of Mr. Beaumont's art collection from part 1, including the Djinn statue, which I appreciate. I always like sequels that are like, no, it's right after.
Yep.
So we're not skipping to a new group. It's like, no, they got to kind of fix this now because the first one ends with everything getting reset. So that gem was never released. It's sitting inside that fucking
Still
statue.
inside the statue.
Yeah, and it's just in Mr. Beaumont. And Robert Englund's still alive.
Yep.
I mean, he's not in this movie, but I do appreciate the fact that it's like, no, it's actually in his collection.
Yep.
So then we get these masked thieves who break in and attempt to burgle the collection, but they set off an alarm and find themselves in a shootout with the security guards. In the gunfight, a piece of the Djinn statue is blown off, freeing the cursed red jewel inside. 2 of the thieves unmask, revealing one as a woman. Her boyfriend, the other thief, is quickly shot by a guard before she shoots the guard herself. He then tells her to leave him behind, and she runs off. A growth then springs out of the gem, revealing the face of the Djinn, who tells Eric, the name of the boyfriend, that he can help him. Eric wishes that he had never been born, and poof, he reverts back to nothingness. But, I mean...
He doesn't just poof, though.
Well, no, he like warps back to a baby and then warps back to nothing. But we already have our first plot inconsistency.
Yeah.
Because if Eric wasn't born, then why was the main girl at that robbery?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have known each other. Now, they explain why it doesn't affect the Djinn, but we have an inconsistency here.
We're already on thin territory, like
5 minutes in.
Thin ice
like
trying to
5
explain.
minutes in, yeah. We already have a wish that's like,
Yep.
you should have just wrote something else.
Yep.
You shouldn't have, it should have been something that kills him, but not something that makes him not exist.
I also don't think that wishing you had never been born does not mean that you de-evolve yourself back from adult to teenager to child to baby.
No, that's exactly what that looks like.
You just never have existed.
Nope, that's exactly what it looks like.
That's how it,
Yeah,
okay.
you revert backwards, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked awful too.
What do you
by the
think
way.
no, Benjamin Button did?
Right,
That's exactly.
right,
If you speed up Benjamin Button, it looks like that effect.
Right.
That's exactly what it looks
There's
like.
a deleted scene from Benjamin Button where he wishes to be.
Where he meets the Wishmaster.
right,
He meets Andrew Vidov. Okay. The successful wish allows the Djinn to regain its full form, and a cop stops and yells at the Djinn, "Freeze!" And the Djinn says, "Done," before freezing him.
Freeze!
Did I hear you say freeze?
Yeah, you're goddamn right. I said freeze!
Done.
That's not a wish.
Nope.
That's not a fucking wish. That's an order.
Yep.
What the hell is that? We're already playing fast and loose with the fucking rules,
Yep.
man. Come on. Like, we're not even 10 minutes in and we have two inconsistencies. So then more cops arrive, but now the Djinn is in his human form, which once again is played by Andrew Divoff. And we then cut to the female thief Morgana, who is our new lead, our new protagonist for this entry, who's grieving the loss of her boyfriend Eric, which is strange because she never met Eric.
Now she hasn't.
Yeah, because he was never born, so they never met each other.
Yeah.
So I don't know what she was crying. It must have been her time of the month. That's why she was crying. No, because why else was she getting so emotional, Mark? It obviously had to be that. It couldn't have been something else. It couldn't have, that's the only, I'm going with what the movie's presenting me, buddy. Yeah, that had to have been it. She's probably having menstrual cramps.
Okay.
Like the really bad kind. She should have wished for that to go away. Anyways, back to the plot. The police question the Djinn, who takes full responsibility for the shootings and the robbery. There's a stupid exchange between him and like the one detective. The detective's like, "Tell me why you did it," and Andrew Divoff's just like smiling, playing coy.
Right.
You got a boyfriend. You got a boyfriend, you slide down, you little faggot, you.
Actually, I don't have any friends.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's kind of a funny exchange. And the Djinn keeps trying to like goat him into making a wish.
Right.
And it's just not going his way. I liked that scene. Morgana sees on the news that the Djinn, now going by the name Nathaniel, has taken the entire rap for the crimes that her crew committed. While in jail, the Djinn wastes no time manipulating a wish to kill another criminal inside, giving Morgana the same visions that Alex had in part 1. Fuck the visions. Visions return. Morgana goes to visit her priest friend Gregory, played by... There's no way you have this.
No, I don't.
Paul Johansson or Johansson. He's mostly known from One Tree Hill, where he is the prominent series bad guy, Dan.
So anytime Justin brings up a character and he wants to make a point of this character, if I don't know who it is, it has to be because it's from one of your,
guilty pleasure
teen melodramas. Yeah.
These are high quality.
Are they?
TV shows. Dan, he's such a piece of shit. It's funny too because in One Tree Hill, he is such a piece of shit, but in this, he's
supposed to be the nice guy.
He's like the simp in this one. Yeah. So it's very funny to see him playing a different role. The Djinn is now in actual prison and quickly makes some new friends, and he blows my mind when he actually calls himself the Wishmaster.
Yo, man, are you tripping? Who the fuck are you?
I'm the Wishmaster. I make wishes come true.
Did you catch this?
Yeah.
He immediately calls himself this. Morgana continues to be tormented by visions of the Wishmaster, which is what I will be calling him from here on out. That's what the movie calls him. That's what the series calls him. That's his name.
Surprised he didn't go, "I'm the Wishmaster, evil never dies." Just go full on out with
Hold that thought. You obviously don't remember something that comes up later. Hold that thought. She then does some research on the statue that the gem was inside. Gregory visits her and she reveals everything that happened at the robbery. The Wishmaster makes friends with a fellow inmate named Osip, who offers his services if the Djinn will set him free. Morgana goes to visit the Wishmaster to make sense of the entire situation at only the half-hour mark, which is interesting. So I think this was a better way of plot, pacing wise, is don't wait to the end of the movie to have the Wishmaster and the Waker meet each other. It's just do it early on.
Yep.
To me, that sets more of the it lays down the gauntlet. It's this is what's going on. This is the plot, right? He speaks in riddles to her before teasing it's her destiny to fulfill the prophecy. What else? Freaked out, Morgana does even more research to learn the Wishmaster's goal and speaks to Gregory, who then also proceeds to visit the Wishmaster in prison. And they have an unfriendly talk where Gregory's kind of just like, back off, man, you evil fuck. And Andrew Divoff's just kind of like sitting there smiling.
Just doing his thing. Yeah. Just staring at him.
It's so good. Yeah. Gregory does more research, revealing the Wishmaster needs to grant 1,001 wishes before another 3 wishes to the person that woke him, aka the Waker. Why 1,001?
I don't know.
Why that specific number? This was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
And it's coming back.
That number is massive.
And it's fucking stupid.
Yep.
And it wrecks the third act of this film, this stupid rule.
Yep.
In the first one, they kept it ambiguous. They're like, he just needs to power up the gem.
Yep.
Don't give us a number. We don't need a number. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10. Who cares? When you leave it ambiguous, you can have as little or as many kills as you want.
Yep.
But when you go 1,001, you go, damn, we got to get creative on how we could kill that many people. And they try and they fail.
But it also means, like, in order to achieve that, you're going to have to start mowing people down, which is never a good position to put yourself into, right?
It's a huge It was a terrible decision.
Yep.
The Wishmaster then easily escapes prison along with his friend Osip. What follows is Morgana and Gregory teaming up to stop the Wishmaster, who reveals to his Russian friend he still needs 800 more souls. So he makes like the leprechaun and heads to a casino. The Wishmaster activates the gem and collects the remaining souls required to power it up before Morgana and him have a final showdown to prevent the prophecy from coming true. Ooh. Oh, wait! The Wishmaster only harvested 200 souls from the casino.
First the run on the house. Now 200 people drop dead all at once?
So he still needs another 600 souls. So forget everything I said. The third act actually never happened.
Never would have happened. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
It's the first time this has ever happened. Yeah, that we have to retcon the entire end of the movie. Didn't happen. Sorry, guys. Didn't happen. Yeah. It's just, that's it.
Don't worry about this movie because
it's done, right? The movie ends right when there's a scene where the guy's like, 200 people died. And this is after the Wishmaster already said he needed 800
more.
So that means he still needs 600. That's actually where the movie ends.
Right.
First the run on the house. Now 200 people drop dead all at once?
Yeah, if you watch the new Blu-ray release, it just cuts right there and it goes right to credits.
It's like the villain failed at doing the thing that he needed to do, so we're done.
He's like, damn it.
Yeah.
That's it. Mark, why did you want to put this so low? Because you had this at 3.
I had this at 4 for the longest time.
But 3 and 4 are
but
real bad.
I eventually... So... we're going to see, when you compare this to the ones that we have coming up, this movie was given so much and still fumbled the ball. Like when you're set up so well after the first one, right? People are interested in this franchise. You've got some great characters, like, the cameos that we had.
You have momentum.
Right. There's something here. There's at least a decent story that you can follow. All you got to do is just not screw it up. And man, did they screw this movie up so badly. I'm always interested to see, after the first entry in a franchise, what does the studio decide to do with it, right? You might not always be able to capture the same lightning in a bottle, but you look at something like Nightmare on Elm Street, they realize we have something here. Let's put some real money behind this.
Let's push
Let's
this.
try
Let's
to really,
push this.
Yeah, right. They decided to go the other way and say, okay, let's put nothing behind this and let's just try to capitalize on the people who are expecting us to make something of this franchise, but we're not going to. This movie is so boring at certain points.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of the prison setting?
I did not think of it. I didn't like it. I think they could have done some cool stuff with this. They just didn't. I said in my notes, they should have called this movie, where do I have it?
Wishmaster 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Either Djinn Goes to Jail or Wishmaster The Discussion, because there are so many scenes in this movie.
Just talking.
Just people talking.
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't mind. I thought the prison setting worked for me sometimes.
Yeah.
There's some fun in the prison stuff because, I mean, these movies are just schlock anyways. There's some fun dialogue exchanges. The thing that I like about the prison setting is like everybody's trying to be Mr. Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
And you have this immortal demon wearing human flesh, but nobody knows that they're actually dealing with like an invincible supernatural being. So everybody's trying to constantly like step to him and like assert their dominance. And Andrew Divoff is so good in these scenes, just smiling menacingly because he knows he could tear all of these people
he knows
apart.
that he's the only one who actually knows he's the real Alpha Dog.
Yeah,
in the
right.
prison, right.
And you get some funny dialogue exchanges there.
Is that something you like?
Yeah. How about your tight little yuppie ass?
No, I'm no yuppie.
Don't fuck with me, bitch! I'll fuck up your life, you cocksucker!
You wouldn't be trying to do any business here, would you, bro? Just trying to be helpful. Is there something I can help you with, brother? I'm sure there is. I'll be watching you, Wishmaster. Tinkerbell-looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I also felt like this movie undid so much of the good work that the first one did, making Andrew Divoff and the Djinn be a menacing, fear-inducing character. He's almost kind of played for laughs in this one. And I know that like
a little bit.
This happens to, if the franchises last long enough, eventually Freddy's going to go MTV and he's going to become more of a caricature of himself than the actual character, but it's the second entry.
Oh, you don't like that he's saying brother?
The
The way he's talking, they changed the way he talks, and like he keeps saying like, "What can I do for you, brother?" And like it's just something about it. Just
and people are kind of pushing. Now I get it. He has to let them push him around, but
he also has to fit into the setting.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like in this one, he was so cool in the first one. In this one, he's just kind of a goof.
I disagree. I think he's still got it in this one. I just think the movie lets it down for other reasons. I don't think he lets this. I don't think he's the problem here.
No, I
think
the movie lets the actor down.
Yes.
They don't give him. There's so much space to do such cool things with him, and they just don't.
So I like the idea with the prison. I think works too because like you got to try to come up with a setting of like, okay, well he needs like a feeding ground. Prison's perfect. Because every man in prison wants something.
Yeah.
They all have some little desire, and some of them are the most minor requests too, right? But like, and so I think that's a good like picking ground for him, like hunting ground. So I think that works. And
I think they shot themselves in the foot by even setting up a scenario where he would have to go somewhere like that and start mowing people down.
I like there's this one funny exchange where the one guy makes a request. I don't remember what it is, and he's like, What do I got to give in return? And the Wishmaster's like, your soul.
Your soul.
And a pack of cigarettes.
What's it gonna take? Your soul. And a pack of cigarettes.
just to make it seem like,
But I find it funny that the Djinn would have to ask for such a petty, simple thing that he could probably manifest, but it's just a funny little thing, right? Like, it's a prison exchange.
I guess he's got to make it seem believable, like something you would ask for.
Well, and they're leaning into the camp.
Yeah, but also why lean into the camp? Oh, I was so disappointed that they did that.
I don't know. It didn't bother me as much.
It had every benefit that a movie could possibly be set up with, and yet it still screws it up. And we talk about making movies in earnest. Like if you're a filmmaker and you've got $4 for a budget, but you still put in an effort, I'm going to give you a little bit more credit for this. This movie probably had a bigger budget than some of the remaining movies in the franchise.
Oh, definitely.
And yet they're just like, you had an opportunity, but you just didn't put enough effort into it. I feel like, I don't know.
Well, speaking of the tone, the wishes in this one get real goofy.
Yeah.
We've got so this series always has issues with the wishes because the way he interprets some of them are just like, that's not what the guy asked for. So when he first goes to jail, the one first tough guy who tries to, alpha dog him, is like, oh, you can grant me anything? I want to go through those bars and walk out of here.
Yeah.
And then what does the Djinn do? He makes the guy get squished.
He just basically mashes him through the bars. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what he wished for. He said, I want to go through the bars and then walk out. Do you think he's walking out now that he's a pile of like guts and flesh? Like, that's not what he asked for.
Well,
that's a stretch.
Yeah. And I think you alluded to earlier, probably one of the worst offenses of this when the security guard yells freeze. First, okay.
It's not a wish.
If I'm pointing a gun at you
It's a command.
and I tell you to freeze, if you put that into a sentence, it would probably be something like, I want you to freeze. If you are actually the Djinn and you're going to grant that wish, the only way you can interpret that is to freeze yourself. Because that's actually what I've asked for. I want you to stop. I don't want me to freeze. But he's just like, oh no, you said freeze, so I'm just going to do what I want with that.
And this movie also fucks that up because in a later scene, so I'm right off the bat, he's just like, oh, you said a word? Okay, done. I'm granting that. Later on, when Gregory goes to like intimidate the Djinn or the Wishmaster in the prison, Gregory's like, stay away from her. And the Djinn goes, is that a wish?
Leave her alone.
Is that your wish?
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, leave her alone.
Oh,
he doesn't have to.
Oh, wait. Why are you now worried about that? What? Why now is that a problem? Before you didn't give a fuck.
Yep.
So that's the inconsistencies. And it's this entire series. It's not just two.
Yeah.
All of them have this problem. And that's why I said they needed to have a fucking trigger. There needed to be something so that we can go, okay, he's done it now.
Yeah.
Now the Wishmaster can do something.
There should be enough that the audience watching it is able to go, oh, that's it. He did it. And you know, before he grants the wish, you recognize that it's been granted, right?
Yeah.
Or that it's been wished for.
What did you think of the wish of the lawyer fucking himself?
This is the
So stupid.
Yeah, okay. I'm
So
glad that
stupid.
you have this because
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
This is the moment from this franchise that I would compare to Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 with the garbage day where the entire franchise is kind of defined by this moment.
So I've seen this clip. I have seen this clip out of context, and I just knew it was from a Wishmaster movie because it's so unbelievable they did something so dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, oh, that's where he fucks himself. It's like, okay.
Yeah, the whole thing is like there's another prisoner and he's like, he has a shitty lawyer and he's like, man, I wish that lawyer would go fuck himself. And then the Djinn's like, I can grant that for you.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, man? What about my case, man? What about my case, man?
It's a kind of a goofy effect. His like legs like
Kinda
wrap
come up
around
behind,
his back and then it's just him like getting
Just like
it's dumb.
Just in case you didn't make sense of the fact of what is actually happening, they hammer it home by having his legs come up behind his back. And I was like, I don't know if you needed to do that. But again, the whole thing is just silly in a movie
Even
that
the logistics of that doesn't really make any sense. Like the way, but the way they show it, it doesn't really make any sense. It's like, how exactly is he fucking himself? Like it's not.
Well, it's coming around back.
But how? The man has like what?
He's
got a 13-inch penis.
He's
does
being
he?
twisted around.
I guess.
I don't know.
He probably had a giant hog.
That's it.
It's the only way. That's the only way that wish could happen.
Yeah.
If that dude had a micro penis, how's he doing it, Mark?
Yeah.
How do you do it? I guess is the.
It's really hard.
As someone from the
I have to wish.
Sorry, buddy.
That's we take him and we give him.
That's exactly it.
I don't know. It's just it's another example of how the franchise very quickly went the silly route, and I guess I was just hoping that they could have maintained a little bit more of the seriousness. You have a character like Andrew Divoff's Djinn. You could do this straight and make this a scary movie, and I think they tried to do that in the first one, but they just completely abandoned it in the second one.
They tweaked the Djinn's look a little bit. Did you catch this? It's like slightly different.
Like the alien.
Yeah,
look?
he still looks. See, alien. He still reads alien. He still reads Power Ranger villain.
Yeah.
They just tweaked it a bit. I don't know. He still looks like he's got armor.
Yeah.
It doesn't. That design is not good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That needed to change.
I think that overall, the fact that they were not going to have the same level of visual effects in this one, maybe you just make the decision not to make this movie at all, right? Like the first one sets up so many expectations that you would hope the rest of the franchise carries on with, and it just doesn't. And it's such a letdown watching this movie after seeing the first one.
Morgana at one point shoots the Djinn, and did you catch? That's when he says the name of the movie.
Lovely to see you again, Morgana. Did you really think you could kill me? Evil never dies.
Do you miss this?
Oh,
yeah. She shoots the Djinn, and the Djinn like immediately the bullet holes start like sealing, and then he's like,
"Oh, he does do it.
Evil never dies."
Yeah, I'd probably given up by then.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, we go full on like saying, and as I've said before, the best movies say the name of the movie in the title.
100%.
Every time they do. You can go through everything. You can go there. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
They always say it. The Matrix, say The Matrix. Every
right.
good film. Rocky, he says his own name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to have my Shawshank Redemption.
That's exactly it. And they look at the camera too. That's the other thing. If they don't break the fourth wall, it doesn't count.
It never happens.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. Those are the best movies. The movies that name themselves, are the best. They try to explain the Eric loophole. Did you catch this? So at one point, what's her face tries to make a wish. She's like, "I wish you would just die," or something like that. And he's like, "Oh,
I can't do that."
yeah, because a wish cannot change that which is eternal."
Sure.
So which explains why the loophole didn't affect him.
Yeah.
It still doesn't really explain why it didn't affect Morgana.
Yeah.
But I guess if it had affected Morgana, it would have affected him. It's weak.
Yeah.
It's fucking weak. Yeah. I'm surprised you said Andrew Divoff was weaker in this one. I think he's still excellent. He's still got it.
I mean, he's
the
still,
best part of the movie.
He's still Andrew Divoff. I was more saying like, I wish that they had
See how that works? When you say the wish?
Better. They had utilized him better.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had asked him, if you could go up to him and ask him, be like, "Hey, dude, this kind of sucks," and he'd be like, "Yeah, I could do more," and they just didn't give me much.
They tried to do another special effects spectacle at the end, the casino scene, but it's nowhere near as good.
Awful.
It's like, isn't that funny? It's like, how do you fuck that up?
Yeah.
It's like, there's a couple cool shots. I think there's one guy's like head splits open, but it's a pretty bloodless massacre scene. Like there's a roulette wheel that turns into this like spiked death wheel.
Hate that.
And the spiked death wheel, you'd think I'm like, oh, this is gonna shred a bunch of people. No, it like rips the one guy's pant leg and that's it.
Yep. And I also don't like, if you're gonna use the environment as the weapon, then use the environment as it is. Like, what's the point of all of a sudden having a roulette wheel that sprouts
Turns
blades
into a thing?
Like, because then you're like, use the roulette wheel, or like use the dice or the chips, or like use.
I don't mind
what
them
is-
where they warp.
because
That's
then
okay.
otherwise, why even have it in a casino?
I don't know. I wouldn't have minded if like the snake eyes turned into like actual snake eyes.
Sure.
and there was a giant
Okay.
snake or something
All right.
like
That's
that.
kind of cool, right? But there's no blades in a. I don't know. It's just the whole thing.
Maybe not in the casinos you've been to. The real
real
casinos.
ones.
Yeah. If you start winning, buddy, they activate those fucking. There's
press
always
the
those.
button.
They push the button. There's also CGI bugs and a woman farting.
Yeah.
Anytime you have fart sound effects, just
Again, the movie has become very silly.
fart. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yep.
Like, fuck off.
This isn't a trauma.
No,
movie, right?
exactly.
So
You want to talk about Morgana?
I can't stand her.
I will say it was an interesting choice to go for a non-traditional looking female lead.
Sure.
Because
yeah.
like all of the other movies with this, I think this is the only exception. They're pretty much just pretty blonde girls.
Yeah.
And that's usually your lead is like the pretty blonde girl. Like Alex is a smoke show from one. Morgana is, I wouldn't even call her attractive. She's a very non-traditional, she's got like a punky, edgy look to her.
She looks like Janine Garofalo in a number of scenes.
Sure, but not as good as Janine Garofalo either. I think also Morgana is a stupid fucking name. Don't name your character Morgana.
I think they were trying to give
hell is
her
that?
like an
ethereal,
like an aged name that
fucking terrible. Yeah, Morgana.
Yeah.
Terrible decision. Awful fucking name. She's got like bangs on her forehead.
I just found her very annoying and whiny.
Ladies, bangs never look good. Don't do bangs ever. Just they don't look good.
As an 80s kid, I can tell you, rock the bangs.
No,
absolutely.
the bangs are trash.
Yeah, do the bangs.
Never, ever, 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 ever do bangs.
The bigger your hair is.
No, the bigger your hair, yeah, but just get rid of those bangs. Yeah, it's a non-traditional look. It's just an interesting choice. I don't like her as a character. She's kind of whatever. She's just I don't know what she is.
Please don't wish for anything.
That should be easy. Is there a 12-step program for wishaholics?
Yeah. It's called faith.
No. No, I brought him into this world, and I damn well better get him out.
The book says he can only be returned to his own realm by someone who's pure.
All right. So I got a little bit of a problem there. I have to work on it.
I mean, part of the problem is that they have too many scenes in this movie where people just have to talk to each other, and she gets the bulk of those, right? So, we're never going to find her character exciting when all she's doing is just talking to the Djinn or talking to the priest guy.
Gregory.
Yeah.
What did you think of her arc though, where it's like she's got to purify her soul?
Stupid.
So stupid.
Yep.
So she starts getting like religious and like, so I guess she went down a dark path, sure, and she was at rock bottom. And this is evidenced by her piercings and rebel look. And so then she starts like going to church and gets all like cleans up her look and gets more PC looking.
That's how easy it is.
And then did you catch at one point she cuts off her pinky?
Right. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I was going to bring this up. I don't know how much of her finger she cuts off, but it looked like.
I think she cuts off like the whole thing.
I'm like, how?
What?
How does that even make sense?
As someone that was a churchgoer at one point, I don't remember this fucking
never
part
heard
of church
this before.
This seems like something out of the fucking the Church of the Corn, man. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I've heard if you steal, you'll lose a finger. I guess technically she's a burglar, but I don't think that purifies her. I mean, she shot and killed a guy.
But she fixes that because her final wish, and this is how she defeats the Djinn.
Yeah.
And it's so...
That's lame.
This isn't clever.
Nope.
She wishes that the security guard she shot and killed didn't die. So then, and then you get a shot of him like happy with his family. Okay. Fine. That's honorable.
Yep.
But then that now fully purifies her soul, which is such a vague thing in the first place. And because of that, she now can read a magic text holding the jewel which reseals the Djinn.
Nib, Sugaroth, Bahim. Nib, Sugaroth, Bahim.
What happened to the clever wish that like outsmarts the Djinn? Yeah. Also, what do you think of the pseudo like love interest with Gregory? That was weird.
Yeah. Was it necessary?
Well, it's very strange because so Gregory's a priest. Now, maybe he's the type that can have sex and have a wife. I don't know. But he clearly has feelings for Morgana. They used to date. They were exes. Yeah. But isn't she like pining for Eric who died?
Yeah.
Eric doesn't come back, by the way. She doesn't wish him back.
Yeah, I actually...
This isn't part one where like Josh comes back, so then Alex and Josh get there. She basically ends up with Gregory.
I do kind of like that they made that choice, though.
Really?
Like that they...
I couldn't give a fuck about these characters.
Yeah.
I don't think they have any charisma at all. And I don't think they have any chemistry either. Yeah. Their scenes are just so bland and flat.
Yeah.
And it's clear, every time he comes on, he's just like pining for her and she's just kind of like neutral to him. And I'm like, this is fun to watch. Yeah. This movie fucking drags, man.
Yep.
Fucking drags.
Wishmaster the discussion.
Mark, would you have any other points you want to bring up? Anything else you want to talk about? I only have one last thing I want to talk about.
I guess the Djinn can now claim souls from people that he's granted wishes to.
Well, he did that in the first one.
Sure. But I guess I always just assumed, and maybe I was wrong in this, that he had to wait until they died before he could take their soul. No, normally.
No, he didn't do that in the first one.
His wish killed you, so he just took
not
it
all
right
of them.
away.
Because remember, in the first one, Nick, he gives $1 million to, and then it shows him when he's taking the soul, and Nick's just kind of like, oh. So like he didn't kill everyone in the first one.
I guess so. But then why would he grant wishes and then just leave the people? Because there's a scene in this one where he decides, he's like, all right, time to collect, and he just shows people all of a sudden doing that, like, I don't know. I just thought it was dumb. Like, just take it now. I don't know. Like, why is he leaving them leaving them in the bank account?
The whole soul thing is stupid.
Yeah.
Because what is he, fucking Freddy Krueger and fucking Pinhead now? He's trying to collect souls. The souls thing is dumb. I don't think it should be souls. I think it should just be he powers up the gem.
Yep.
Or like you said, maybe you have to die and then he can take your soul after you have died.
Yeah.
Well, that makes more sense. He's immortal anyway, so he has time to wait out your lifespan, right? But like,
I guess
So here's my problem with it, and it's about to happen in an entry coming up where he grants somebody's wish and then just instantly kills them by taking their soul. So what was the point of granting the wish?
Yeah.
How about, here's a wish. You don't get my soul.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to wish for because you're just going to kill me anyways.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was another opportunity to use the lore that you're building to help direct your story, but instead they just decide to blow it all up and not define it. And
there is so much dicking around in this third act where after the Wishmaster and Osip escape out of prison
and they
go back to the Russian mob headquarters, and they're just sitting around and drinking and talking, and Osip introduces the Djinn to his boss, and then there's a wish there, and it is so much fucking dicking around. Yeah. And I gave you the Blu-ray to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had the Blu-ray copy. I watched a pirate stream to watch this. Okay. Was there subtitles in the Russian scenes, in the Russian dialogue scenes? Because when I watched it, there weren't no fucking subtitles.
Yeah, I think there were.
So it was unbearable because you just had 10 minutes of them talking in Russian to each other. I'm like, I don't know what any of you are saying, and this is so boring to watch. I'm like, it was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that, and like the Wishmaster's getting drunk at the bar. He's like depressed.
See? Telling you, man. Like, this is when you have every advantage and you still trip and fall with your movie, it's worse than if you had no advantage to start with at all. And that's why this one hurts, because the expectation of what you should have been able to do with this should have been higher, and you just didn't. Yeah.
Wishmaster 2, Electric Boogaloo.